Okay. Okay, we're live. The number 3 is significant for this reading. 333. We have the villain card flying out. First card that flew out was Eight of Pentacles. Working hard, diligently. This is where I got it from. Okay. I'm also getting minding your own business, in your own zone, in your own flow. I've been channeling the song work, 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 work. And the 2 cards that came out, this is where I got memories from the past, okay, attacking. But it's only attacking for most to learn about it. Like if you're thinking about something, like most think about things that are embarrassing to them, most think about things that was traumatic to them and things like that. And it's all being, well, I just heard forecasted, okay, broadcasted, okay, broadcasted through so you can heal it, whatever it may be. And most is honestly getting shit memories from the past of how, it built them into who they are today, and how it's then helped them, but really helped them. And more is in the appreciation, but more have to look at, like, basically change their perception of how they view things, because when they notice that when they look back at the past, they see it as something that would deter them or something that was holding them back. Like, I feel like these feelings or these memories from the past are being brought up more and more from other people or for other people. And it says you can always rewrite the story. So most of you guys say that something's brought up from the past and you thought it went like this, but really, if you learned a lot, your consciousness is expanding. You can look at it from different perspectives and have get a basic perception of it. You notice like things that you was doing, what, or even saying in certain situations, or how things unfolded for you. You notice like how you reacted to it, not knowing at the time that things, would grow from what you were doing. Like I'm getting like planted seeds in other people's minds. You leaving a little cookie trail back then. You did it so you can remember it later on today and be like, oh, that's why I did that, or that's why I saw it that way at the time, and shit like that. I'm picking up on energies that judge themselves, but you was just making a way to later on sit at the throne. That's kind of hard. That was kind of deep. Right here we have the number 45. Significant with the number 9. Your potential is endless. Most of you guys are seeing how your higher self never let you down, how your spirit team never let you down, how the Most High never let you down. And you guys are not really surprised. It's like it's not really surprising to you guys, because that's when you guys start to figure out, like, oh, like I signed up for this, like I signed up to be here, And what get tricky is that coming down here, most of us not gonna remember who we are. Like that's the crazy part about this. Like, what do you mean I can go around not remembering who the fuck I am, not knowing that I'm all powerful? That's tough. And that's a devil energy. I'm picking up on transference of energy, honestly, because most people is getting out of that funk, because it's time to create your own reality and it's time to manifest. But what are you trying to create from? If you look back into your past and you see like you created nothing, you left no crumbs, no trail to be who you are now, like what exactly happened? Was it the people surrounding you? This is those people who like lived on autopilot, but it's like your consciousness like was catching on to shit. Uh Completion to some devil energy. Completion to some devil energy. But I'm getting it's the way that most people view or look at things. I feel like the reading is kind of getting choppy because it's most coming into this, but they can't find their way into this. So even with the high priest, it's feeling like it's spiritual attack. You feel like you under some type of shit, but that's all leading you. Yeah, most people gifts are unlocking, but if you're stuck in that, oh shit, like what is this for? What should I do? Or why am I remembering this? And the energy is just getting heavier and heavier and heavier on you. Yeah, it's something you gotta do shadow work real quick. You gotta go find out what the fuck that is, and you gotta know how to do this shit. You gotta not be scared to go and look at those emotions. Cause that shit is in your vibratory field and it's so called fucking you up. Just for you to be successful in the end. That's why the Wheel of Fortune is out here. So shit can turn in your favor. Shit will turn in your favor if you heal most of the bullshit that's going on. Yeah, I was shuffling earlier in my other deck, and it was saying some things are affecting your judgment right here. Think first before you judge. These are for the individuals, for the beings out here that have been judging themselves. So when you remember these past memories with these friends or past on loved ones or whoever the fuck, lovers or whatever the case may be, you look back and these are the ones who have fucked up. Be like, damn, that was a fucked up experience. That the shit was traumatic, and you feel as though you can't change it, but then you have to change it right then and there in that present moment, as soon as it comes back into your memory, as soon as it's projected back onto you, because you just buried it. And this is a child right here who buried some shit and then went back and discovered something. I'm getting time capsule too. That's a good example. Most people do time capsules because they're taking in all that and being like, this is the time that I'm living. It's either good or bad, and I'm going to bury these and be like, because these things right now, they mean something to me. So if I come back 10, 20 years later and I look back at this, or even 1 to 5 years later, and I come back and look at this, it's going to hit me in a way because you're going to have a different consciousness by then. So I'm getting like 7 years, shit like that. You're going to have a different consciousness. Okay, the way that you should be viewing it is very, very differently. So most people who is working hard right now, working diligently towards their purpose, or who is in their purpose and they're just working on living, breathing, taking it day by day, discovering their gifts, being magical, being powerful, being all abundant, manifesting the life that they want. These memories are coming and they're hitting because it's showing, have you done your shadow work? Have you been healing this and that? Or, are you wearing a fake mask and shit like that? Like, what's going on with you? That's the universe, everybody checking in on you. So when these triggering events happening, definitely with planetary alignments happening, what Mercury went direct. Okay, it wasn't retrograde, so was it Saturn? Hold on, let me see. Moon phase calendar. When is the next full moon? Moon phases, planetary alignment. Boom. Changes you may or may not be saved. Okay, never mind. Because now, that's why. I was looking like, what? Planetary alignments for 2022. What was I getting with this? Okay, we got Venus retrograde, Saturn square, Uranus, nodes and eclipses, moving to Taurus and Scorpio, Jupiter and Pisces, and into Aries, Venus and Mars conjunct for 1 week into February to March. Okay, Jupiter conjunct Neptune and Pisces, Jupiter and Saturn reach, I think this is it right here. Jupiter and Saturn reach a new phase in their cycle, bringing more clarity and mobilizing resources to support new evolving cultural/global cycles. Is it March? Yeah. July. Right here we have Soul's growth with Taurus, North Node, South Node, Scorpio, release past tendencies. So your past tendencies. The nodes mark where the eclipses will take place during the year, staying on one pair of signs for 18 months. The eclipses are moving from the mutable signs Gemini and Sagittarius pair to the fixed sign pair of Taurus and Scorpio, a more powerful, transformative pair that calls for commitment and perseverance in transforming ourselves and realigning with the earth and our bodies. So even with saying our bodies, like I said, planetary alignments, these triggering feelings, which is these past memories. So these past memories are being projected because of our past tendencies. Like, what did we used to do? How did we used to look at things? What was our consciousness back then, and compare it to how it is now? Okay, this year highlights our growth by embodying earthly practical Taurus, a simplicity of being in the here and now. In the present moment, you can heal this now. It depends on, do you know how to do shadow work? Do you know how to control yourself? I'm getting those shows where it's like Teen Wolf. Honestly, I'm getting Teen Wolf, and how that nigga Power came on. He became a wolf or whatever. He was in the transformative, bullshit. And in the here and now, he had to control his heartbeat. Okay, he needed total concentration because he was coming into a new form of himself, transformative side of himself. Okay, in the here and now, as compared to intense emotional Scorpio. Okay, I am getting Teen Wolf. Okay, it was this one episode where he was in sports. So it's like, why are you in sports when your wolf side is triggered by, and most of you guys are in things where you're these so-called past memories, but it's like it's triggering these sides to you. But anyway, in Teen Wolf, he in this violent ass sport and they hitting him up. Now, if he didn't have these powers and he was a normie, he can just be like mad about it, whatever. But he has these powers. So nigga, when you gonna have to control yourself. You're gonna have to do straight up shadow work right then and now, right then and there. And he has to do it within like at least 30 seconds or less to control himself before he hurts somebody. Compared to intense emotional Scorpio, with its tendency to be deeply involved in interpersonal dramas. Wow. With the South Node in Scorpio, we are directed to acknowledge and, in so doing, release and heal past wounds. I'm sorry, because I didn't even read none of this. I have these saved in a bookmark on my laptop, but like, doesn't mean like, like I just be going with the energy. But this allows us to embrace the Taurus North Node, okay, in its full purpose of grounded, embodied presence. Taurus is a Venus, okay, no, I don't want to talk about it. Taurus is a Venus ruled sign, highlighting our senses and connecting with the deeper secrets of nature. It seeks harmony, which really is a broader, inclusive knowing. The Taurus North Node encourages us to review our monetary policies with our focus on global capitalism and profit, our relationship with the health of the earth and its species, and to determine what's life sustaining and what's non sustainable. That's with everything. Pros and cons. It asks us to reevaluate these values. Okay. Now, most people are being hit with all these planetary alignments. And most is going Teen Wolf, can't control yourself within 30 seconds, 0 to 100 nigga real quick. And then most is like, damn, these past memories are very, very fucking triggering, da da da. Like, no lie, like I'm going through it. But like I think I'm handling it well. Yeah. But people are being affected and people is handling this in very, very different motherfucking ways. We have here Six of Swords, boundaries. So you saw how I was like going like not talk about it, but then the cards is going to tell the truth anyway. Six of Swords, boundaries. Okay? Being divinely guided away from people, being divinely guided to cut people off, and shit like that. Being divinely guided to move towards some people, knowing when enough is enough. But what I wasn't gonna say is it's a reel on Instagram, and it's I may be a loner, but most of you guys hang out with people that don't even like y'all. Yeah, yeah. Nine of Cups right here, good fortune. If let's take that reel into consideration. If most people are hanging out with people that don't even like y'all, y'all already got whatever's going on with that story. You the villain, they the villain, whatever the fuck. Versus, you feel me? That's gonna fuck up your emotional body, and then that's gonna be added to traumas and shit like that. And then you start to look at shit like and not be grateful of the experience. And we not here to be like that. We here to be in celebration. All right. And the more that we look at it and we gain wisdom for these experiences, these are for the people that left breadcrumbs for themselves to look back at it with the Hermit card about these 3-cup friendships and partnerships to Ace of Swords clarity. What did I just read also? Just to gain some clarity of like who's been around you, what have you been allowing around you, what have you been allowing, period, what have you been allowing in your emotional body, what have you been allowing personally, what have you been allowing privately, like all of that. You're the best thing I've known, needed. Oh. This is so wild. And I was trying to explain this to somebody. I was like, it's okay, and this will be the truth with the Ace of Swords. Like, it's okay. And I ran into most people. It's something up with this body of ours. Yes? What? Oh, the movie went off. I remember where we are. I'll come back. Okay, hold on. Get on the Google Play. I wanna see. Don't walk away. Moana, stay on the ground now. The people need a chief, and there you are. There'll come a day when you're gonna look around and realize happiness is where you are. You are your father's daughter, stubbornness and pride. Mom, what they say, what? But remember, Queen of Cups, Moana energy. You may hear a voice inside. Temperance. And when that voice starts to whisper, to follow the farthest star, then that voice inside is who you are. Okay. Earth Angel energy, Queen of Cups, the emotional body, which I've been talking about. Most are feeling drained and bound to their emotions as of this time. And what I was saying earlier is something up with our physical bodies, our temples, and our wiring, and all this fucked up 3D programming that we've been through, and the people who are toxic to us and shit like that, and some who are still in our life and continuing to be toxic, and we haven't removed ourselves, 6 of Swords, for any fucking success or set up proper boundaries with these people. This is the Teen Wolf shit that I've been getting. He's about to go wolfy, okay? This is what's inside this Queen of Cups, this emotional being right here. But this Queen of Cups energy has to tame that beast. And the only way this Queen of Cups, who's so emotional, so full of love, okay, this Queen of Cups was tampered with. She's surrounded by water. Water is wet, emotion, okay? The body of water, the emotional body, okay? If that shit gets to rumbling, tumbling, flowing, and tsunami, because this motherfucker right here got rattled up. I ain't telling no lies. I just Page of Cups. How are you gonna come off to anybody or even yourself? Those fucking emotions. Here we go, another emotional body. Even Temperance. She's surrounded by water, light ripples on that bitch. And you telling me you about to get rattled up? And what I read about was the potential. These emotions can be put into something else. Same shit, different day. These emotions can be put into something else. Like that energy can be put into something creative. That energy, first card that's coming out, that Eight of Pentacles. What people are working hard for, what they're working towards, just working on something, period. Whatever you're working towards. These emotions, these past memories, they're coming up and they need to be uprooted, clean, weeds need to be cut and shit, and then shit needs to be replanted. See if the shit is diseased, see if it's even a good shit to be replanted back in. You have to take care of yourself. You got to take care of that shit. You got to take care of the way that you think about things. You got to take care of how something or somebody is affecting you. Even with Three of Cups and then Ace of Swords, these are for the friendships and everything like that in relationships, whatever type of unions anybody is in, or companionships or partnerships that anybody is in, these friendships, and you need a clarity on something, and that person's not giving you the truth on the situation. It's because they're trying to do some Three of Swords bullshit, hurt you in the end, break your heart, drag you down. Imagine this sea creature right here coming up, grabbing you by your fucking ankles, and then dragging you down. I just saw a vision right now of a friend. You're trying to get the truth out of them. Please just tell me the truth. Just tell me the truth. If you tell me the truth, it will be less of a burden. Are you really out here painting me as this and something like whatever the fuck traumatic bullshit that y'all fucking been through? Whatever this friendship shit is, or it could be a friendship that you have with your father, your mother, your friend, your lover. Are you really out here painting a fucking story for me? And then you're in my face. Now, say that you're talking to this friend and shit, and you're just like, just tell me the fucking truth. Just tell me the truth. I swear. Like, you won't hate them. You have no hate in your heart for these individuals, for these beings, but they have something planned for you. Their intentions weren't pure for you. So say that you're talking to that friend, and then behind your back, okay, this motherfucker right here is creeping up on you. And you talking to your friend, and your friend see this motherfucker creeping up on you. And they're just looking you in your eyes, my nigga, and you looking them in their eyes, and you're just trying to get the truth. And they're just like waiting till this motherfucker even can sneak up, grab this, stab you in your back, then drag you down type shit. This friend sees this coming. This friend planned this shit for this shit to happen. And whatever the fuck. Because of this, the universe sees your potential. And in that reading, with reading the planetary alignments, it was saying our views, we shouldn't even be thinking about no friends and da da da. Like, we can hang out with the right ones and shit, but like the betrayals and shit or whatever the fuck, we're not even should be focused on that. And the ones who are mainly focused on that shit, heal that, because it's more shit to focus on. It's more shit to work on. It's more shit to achieve. Is more to your purpose than you possibly even know about. But this right here was saying about our potential in doing so to help. Here it is right here. The Taurus North Node. North Node is that person's, whoever North Node is in Taurus, your life purpose. Encourages us to review our monetary policies with our focus on global capitalism and profit, our relationship with the health of the earth and its species. We should be focusing on the development of our realm and what's going on here, earth and its species, and to determine what's life-sustaining, what's non-sustainable, okay? And most of this emotional body shit that we're going through, we know that that's not sustainable, okay? We're the living cells on this earth body, okay? On this body earth. And we talking about the emotional bodies that I was talking about earlier. Now let's talk about earth and its emotional body, the seas and the oceans. Most is out there. I saw on the news today, just because it's on It's this new organization that came. They call themselves Hum, probably Hummingbird. I don't know, but HUMM, and they're out there grabbing plastic from the ocean and on the beach, and they're turning the plastic into reusable wear, so they can reusable bags and shit like that, you know. And they're creating something from all that trash that's thrown um into our planet's fucking body. And our views is going to change on how we see our planet, because our planet is a lie. Oil is its blood. Okay. So, when I learned that the oil was Earth's blood and how they're just pumping that shit out in the gasoline and shit like that to be used inside these stupid ass cars. But yeah, we do the dumbest shit, and we allowed the most dumbest shit to happen on this planet. But anyway, back to the live stream. Water is sweet inside. Cook up the meat inside. So when we stay. Okay. Might get some last cards for this one. Some karmic shit might come out. I gotta make some new cards or something. Because I made these cards when I was going through spiritual warfare. Showstopper wanted to fly out. Showstopper. And most of this is for the people who I'm getting. Even Showstopper, who was courteous. Sun wants to come out too. You guys are happy, but you do notice that you have this side to you, the yin and yang, okay? The light and the dark sides to you. Universe wants to say keep that same energy with temperance, okay? As long as you guys can control that dark side, those dark urges, and do the shadow work. Okay? Most of you guys are picking up with your hair and antennas, okay? Yeah, antennas on point and on lock, picking up the shit going on, picking up on the frequencies. So you kind of see how if you watch the whole video, how I picked up on the energy before I even looked it up about the planetary alignments. Our perspectives on how we look at past experiences and our past tendencies. A lot needs to be healed. A lot you just need to reshape, reform, and transform the way that you view shit that didn't happen to you. Most of the things you didn't leave. We have your heart chakra that needs to be healed. Most of you guys didn't leave certain situations because, and then most of you guys probably should leave certain situations because jail. Important message because she's crying and I know nothing's wrong with her. With jail coming out here, these are the Teen Wolf energies. So if you're with significant others, friends, don't fight these people. They want that. Don't fight your partner. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. I'm just the messenger. So don't fight that partner or shit like that. I would want to show y'all my door. I hi-ya that bitch. Hi-ya with my foot and after it was done, it was just like I didn't need to do that. Most of you guys have partners or people around you, they don't have no problem sending you to jail. It could be neighbors, anything like that. You got to keep it all together. I just saw Trinity, father, mother, child. I'm getting think about the family. Yeah, Trinity wants to come out again. Yeah, do it for the family. If you do have a family, if you have kids or something like that, think about them. Think about yourself as well. Different perspectives, all at a hit. Breathe. Take it in. Even if you need meditation. Mm-mm. Hey, hey, go. What? I don't know. Well, let her play with it. What? Hold on. Two fell behind, and I'm not gonna get them. I think. You're not gonna eat them. Here. So tough. I was gonna say, yeah, keep it mother, father, child, because this is the Teen Wolf energy right here. Demon Slayer. Ooh. And don't use the Demon Slayer energy for like nonsensical bullshit, nonsensical nonsense. Don't use it on somebody who doesn't deserve it. They may deserve it, okay? But it's different times to where you should use that energy, and the time is going to come, and it might not even be our time. It might be for our kids' time, okay? God got you. This is that you know not to do it, but why are you doing it? Did these people trigger you that much to do it? And this is that villain energy right here, and that he say, she say, and they can paint you out to be anybody, and that shit will affect you too, even though you know that you're a hardworking, diligent individual. Yeah. Most of you guys want to talk your case, and most have been in jail. Most are on trials right now and shit like that. You got to hit them with the boss talk. Some of these was caused by white people for the melanated people. Okay, they have nothing else to do but do this to us. This is their hobby. We know it's their hobby to do this. I don't know if you can say that on the stand, but yeah, it's their hobby. You're going to jail. This is that take it there energy, Demon Slayer energy, but you got to know when to take it there. You have to hone in on your senses. Any last? Yeah. Kill Bill Volume 2. Air energy. Can we get it? Yeah, Judgment. Judgment and Ten of Pentacles. I heard some bullshit. Okay. Depending on how you take it there, or whatever the case may be, Judgment. And I'm getting the Wheel of Fortune. I'm gonna end the reading right here. I'm getting the Wheel of Fortune because Kill Bill Volume 2, she gets the job done. But most, they're on their journeys, and it's kind of confusing right now. And you're being activated Demon Slayer style, but these are for the ones who are healing their heart. They're doing the shadow work. They're catching on to the frequencies. They're keeping their energy together. They're being showstoppers at the same time. They're working hard and they're being diligent at their work. They know that God got them, and they know that they are talking on things that are happening to them, for them, and they are possibly even coming into union with soul family, people who think like them, people who have that energy. Yeah. And they're having a knowing of all this shiesty BS that's been going on. and they're getting clarity about their friendships and how to be successful. And I'm gonna end the reading there because there's a lot of rowdiness going here, and I think I, brought the case.